Where's it at? Is it at the Etihad?
No, it's Old Trafford.
Okay, do you want to see him make a top four?
Oh, Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, I'll change it back.
Shut up, Joe. Joe, shut up.
Okay. All right, mate, shut up.
I'm not being
top of the
funny.
league thinking, this is what I mean about these cunts. He thinks he's something now. Look at him.
No, I want to see if he thinks they're getting top four.
Vintage Steven Gerrard. Aguero.
You happy, Dean?
Look at that smile.
Yeah,
I'm already not up for this, man. Should we fucking call it a day?
If I was
go back.
I'd get Arsenal Tottenham over and done with first, so you don't have to talk about it for another hour.
Yeah. Then I could fuck up out of it and leave you lot to it.
Go on, kid, I'll let you kick this one off, buddy. All right.
Now go on, man. You go. You go.
Yeah, you go, buddy. Do you know what I mean? We're top of the league. You go first, buddy.
It's done. Here it is. This is what he was waiting for this fixture. He thought, wait, we'll see if we beat Arsenal and then I'll start being a cocky fucking cock.
Definitely going to win the league now, isn't it, Dean?
Nah.
We've already won it, Joey. We've already won it.
You're just playing catch up, Joey.
What do you reckon then, Dean? I'll tell you what, from your point of view, nowhere near good enough. You want to be competing for trophies and you no, listen, right? You want to compete for trophies, yet you fucking
You can't.
He's trying to do it.
You're a fucking joke. You should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fucking joke.
We could won by 10-0.
I must admit, the way we won today is just a bit like United, wasn't it? It was a bit skanky.
What do you mean by that, Dean?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Well, what do you mean by that? Come on. What does this skanky mean?
Well,
Skanky football.
I just think, I don't know. Well, Arsenal had plenty of chances. Well, semi-chances, you know what I mean?
Yeah, plenty of ball anyway.
I mean, it was a bad strike by Son as well, really, wasn't it, Dean?
Oh, my God.
That was a cross.
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't cross that.
Kenny, do you not think the keeper was in a bad position there, though? Because he was well out of position.
He should have moved, shouldn't he?
Do you know what?
Keeper.
Someone else said that, exactly the same thing. Oh, keeper shouldn't be getting beat for that. I think it was Noel, was on the other group. Noel saying, keeper shouldn't get beat for that. I said, are you serious, mate?
It was pretty good, though.
Great finish.
The shot was good.
It bends in. It bends
I
in.
was just surprised how much space he got. Like, when was that first goal? Like 20 minutes in or whatever?
Why are you surprised?
So much space.
Right. Who are we playing right back? What do you mean you were surprised? Who were we playing right back?
I know, he's our best player. Like,
I know, but Bellerin was there. I watched it as soon as because we were attacking you at the time, weren't we?
Yeah.
It broke down, and Bellerin, I'm like watching him. Son's on his bike making his run down the left, and Bellerin's like watching him.
That pass by Kane as well.
And then even when he did
Kane was good, weren't it?
Holding's come across, right, to cover because there's no Bellerin's fucking gone. So Holding's come across, and Bellerin sort of started to get back in the right position, gone too far. Son's turned into another empty space, which should have again been filled by Bellerin. And then Bellerin slipped over, and I'm just like, fucking now. This geezer, man, he is a fucking giant.
In all due respect, though, with a position like that, and it's Son, you want to see him down the line. That's what's going to slow him up. Put him on his left foot, see him down the line, drive him.
You've got to be within 100 yards to send him down the line, ain't you?
Well,
Bellerin was in the fucking half.
Even the second goal, I know Partey went off injured or whatever, but that gap in that midfield, like...
Yeah, but he was doing it on his own. Did you not think he looked like he was doing it all on his own in midfield? I felt like he was just like it just like felt like Partey's there.
Yeah,
on his own. It was like no one ever plays just one midfielder, and it just felt like Partey's there. So right, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Thing is, Kev, I texted after the game. He was like, Partey was obviously injured. That's why the big gap. It was 5 against 2.
Yeah.
It's not just Partey. Where's the fuck is everyone else? 1-0 down. Like 40 minutes into the game.
That's what you do. You counter attack, mate.
Yeah, it was a counter attack. To be fair,
that's how you play. Ball goes up to Harry Kane. Harry Kane holds it, plays a pass, and 4 of you are on the attack. It's simple.
Let's be honest, though. That pass by Harry Kane was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was nice.
That was a shot.
Exactly like what the commentator said. Why is he allowed 3 touches before he plays the fucking ball? If you're playing a counter attack football, make the foul where he is. Set the foul. Let your players get back behind the ball.
How many shots did you have on target?
3 on target, we scored 2.
Yeah.
That's a proper Mourinho shithouse performance, isn't it?
They had 13 shots, but they only had 2 on target.
That's the only thing with Arsenal.
36 shots. 35
Yeah,
or 36.
2 on target.
Jesus.
But that's what I mean, Kenny. You must have thought like you played all right second half. Do you know what I mean? You had most of the ball.
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we did play right second half. I thought it was.
I didn't like
We
it sitting
controlled
that
the
deep.
Imagine as a manager. Imagine you're the Arsenal manager. You're 2-0 down, right? You got Xhaka and Bellerin playing. You've accepted that, and you're trying to do. Now listen, right? They're fucking. We've got a Aubameyang in the middle, who can't head the ball. He should have scored a header today. He could have had 2, both headers.
Yeah.
Now we've sent 35 or however many crosses it was into the box in open play.
Yeah.
Which is weird because whenever we got a set piece, we instead of crossing it into the box, done some fucking short pass shit and never worked out.
Yeah.
But all them crosses into the why would he do that when he hasn't got a player in there that can head the ball? Against
You're
Giants.
looking for Olivier Giroud.
They're fucking giants, man. What were you hoping? Saka's
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying, Kenny.
On
All of them 35 balls in today. How many balls did Eric Dyer and all the world just header out every time?
How many balls did Harry Kane header out?
I know. Harry Kane as well.
I was going to say I saw him get rid of a few.
Smashed it.
Where's listen, the thing is as well, as I know I put it on the group, but for the sake of the video, I'll mention it. Arsenal had a player that would have been ideal for that. But what did we do with that player? We sold him to fucking our London rivals for like 18 million quid, where he's banged five or 6.
Did Arsene Wenger sell him, Kenny? Was that Arsene Wenger? It was, weren't it? It was Arsene Wenger that sold Giroud, weren't it?
Either end of that era.
It was Wenger, weren't it? Because Wenger don't mind selling to rivals. He don't seem to bother him about that.
Was it Wenger or was it?
Yeah, it was.
It might have been right at the beginning of Unai's thing.
No, it was Wenger.
Ken,
find out.
I'll be honest with you, mate. Yeah, Tomo rang me after the game and we were discussing it. Obviously, we're both Tottenham fans, and it was like I don't know. It weren't really exciting. It was like, what do you think of that? Boring, wasn't it? I was like, yeah.
It was a boring.
Really boring. I went, but the thing is, we can't complain, Dave, because we are top of the league and we are winning games. Like we've just played Man City, Chelsea, and fucking Arsenal. We've got 7 points out of 9. I mean, that is not Tottenham. That's not Tottenham.
Who gives a fuck if it's boring, man? Honestly,
by your own accounts, you're not playing that well. So it's the Mourinho way, don't it? Like we look at that second half and we think Arsenal controlled that second half, possession-wise and shots and the rest of it. But that's the false sense of security that Mourinho puts on you. He knows how to defend and hit you on a counter, and he knows that if you sit in that structure and everyone does their job, you can have the ball. He don't care whether you're right up by the byline or on the halfway line or right outside the penalty area. He doesn't care because he knows that everyone does their job. You're not scoring. So
you know what it is?
Have the ball and goes, go for it.
We had all the balls. We were putting all the crosses into the box, right? But I'll tell you now, not at any point did I feel like we were in control of that game. The whole time, we were doing what Tottenham were allowing us to do. Like they had total control of that fucking game, man.
Yeah.
Like regardless of the possession stats and everything else, we done what Tottenham. What you're telling me, fucking Sissoko and whoever else, like they wouldn't be able to take the ball off Xhaka and that in mid, like Ceballos. If they wanted to control possession today, they fucking would have done.
Don't you think that's clever tactically, Kenny? Because what he does is then he allows your whole team to push up to the halfway line and sit in your half, which is exactly what he wants because he's trying to play counter. So what he does is he lures you in and goes, have the ball as close as you like. As soon as we win it back, everyone springs and they're gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Arsenal played into Mourinho today. Arsenal played in, didn't they? They played into his tactics.
That's what I was
can't play against a team that sit deep anyway. They just can't.
Second half, I thought they were going to come out. They're going to have to come out with 2-0 down. But fucking, we weren't getting the counters. We were just literally booting it out every time. Do you know what I mean? I think against a good team, I don't think we'd last.
Probably just resting him for an important game next week where you might actually have some threat on goal. Like he's not worried about what we're going to do.
You did that against us, didn't you? You sort of did that against us.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's what I mean.
The chances Arsenal had today, like, because they went through your defence a bit, the chances they had, if they had someone that was actually on, like, if Aubameyang was on his game, they could have got a couple today. But
they did, yeah.
That's the thing. Arsenal got through, like the first half, they got through a couple of times, but it just.
This is the best thing about it, Kev, is that that 2-0 defeat was probably our best performance of the season.
Yeah.
That's how fucking much trouble we're in.
If Arsenal had Harry Kane today, they would have.
If they had a striker on if they had a striker on form like today that could have actually put it in the back of the net, like they would have got a couple. They would have got a goal or a couple there because they got into the positions. But just when Lacazette got like a couple, but obviously he didn't really stand his feet very well, did he? But you know, they had the chances, but just not. You know, just
weird. When Mourinho was manager of United, my good mate Steve, and I was like, Steve, you must be happy because they were like top or second for a while, or whatever. And Steve was on that. It's just the football shift. I don't know. What do you mean you're doing well? Like last year, you were like fourth.
Yeah, you're playing a bit better than us, though, did you? We didn't.
I think we are, Kev. I think
No, you are. No, but let's be honest, right?
Top of the league here, and I should be delighted, well confident. I'm not at all. I'm not.
No, I don't know. You're playing. I think you're playing a bit better than us. We had other issues. You didn't have major issues with your owners and all that stuff. We had issues, and obviously, Mourinho. Yeah, we did do the whole thing of getting, a draw that, but it weren't great. We never had the whole run of the games where you're playing all right. I know, like obviously you ain't playing.
I don't think Mourinho was a good fit for United, but he's a good fit for Spurs.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like the way United play is completely different. At least with Spurs and the squad that they have, he fits in. He just slots in.
Yeah.
When he went to Chelsea, he just slotted in, But like United, there's a lot of like trouble with the boardroom, where like Mourinho kind of goes into Levy in Spurs and goes, "Look, I know what I'm doing. These are the players I want."
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's the thing. I think Mourinho, he does okay. He's saying I don't know, your defence, because I still think they need, obviously Spurs need a centre back. I still think he'll be backed. I'm not saying he's going to get 150 million at. I think Mourinho can what's Tottenham's expectations this season? Top 4?
Heavy top 4.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Top 4, right? So say he gets fourth place. He'll go to the board and he'll go, right, I want this. And I'm not being funny. Mourinho's clever with his signings. Look at Højbjerg. Do you know what I mean?
He played quality today.
No, he'll go and get someone else in there. I mean, if he goes and gets someone else, a centre back. I mean, you go and get that Skinner. Is it Skinner from Inter Milan?
Yeah. 40 or 45.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If he goes and gets that centre back, that one player there, I think, I'm not being funny. Yeah, I understand from you. You probably think, we ain't doing great yet, but. I think he's in a better place with you than he is with us. But there's a lot more going on at us. I mean, look at us now. We've got Ollie and we still got issues in the back. So
I think it's a different setup.
Yeah.
You said it's a different sort of setup. Early days of Chelsea, if you look at that Tottenham team he's got, who are his strongest players? Strongest players, right down the middle, top, 2 wingers, 2 left back, right back. That's the crux of his team, and he has that. He obviously has that central through the middle of strong players. But he has the wing backs to push up. He has the 2. Chelsea, who do you have? Ian Robin, Damien Duff, Ashley Cole. He had Didier Drogba up front, Lampard in the middle. There were strong characters that had a work ethic, and that's. I think at United he didn't necessarily have the left and right backs.
No,
he had a few good, decent players up top, but he was always trying to work with them. And nothing else really.
Dean, who was your manager before Poch?
Fucking hell.
Oh,
was it Redknapp?
Chelsea manager, wasn't it? Barros, wasn't it?
Yes, Villas Boas.
Boas, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think he won a league with Porto, wasn't it? At one point. Yeah. All right. Other than him, right? You've had Poch, and now you've had Mourinho since then. How many of them have actually been winners? What, none, other than Mourinho, right?
Only Mourinho, isn't it?
The reason why you think you're not going to do well this season is because you've always bottled it in the past. Because you haven't had winners as managers. Mourinho is a serial winner. No matter how much you like him, no matter how much your football is unattractive or whatever, the man has won trophies and no one can take that away from him.
Hang on, Joey, why are you giving him a pep talk and I'm just sat here on my own? I'm about to start slicing myself up, and you're pep talking the fucking top of the league, man. What's going on here?
I think it's just that he's got this doubt in his head because they've bottled it so
bollocks. Of course he hasn't, for fuck's sake.
Kenny. Did you watch that discussion on the Arsenal fan TV? It was Tottenham against Arsenal discussion.
Of course I didn't. Why the fuck would I watch that?
I think DT turned around to one Tottenham fan to go, who would you rather in right now, Poch or Mourinho? He goes, Poch, hands down. He goes,
why?
Because the style of football you play, no one wants to give up 70.
Brilliant. It was always attacking. It was always in the front third. It was exciting.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? Let's be honest, right? What did Poch do? Whenever you got to finals and places like that,
I get that.
When you get into those important games, you should have won the league. You should have won the league. Went into the Leicester. But do you know what I mean? You had the team.
No, Kev, if I could play, if I could have Poch for the season and then for the big games, get Mourinho in, I'd do it.
I'd stick if I was a Tottenham fan, not at Man United. If I was a Tottenham fan, I'd be like Mourinho all the way.
Yeah.
Poch and
But
Mourinho
that's the
tag
thing.
team in
I would
Spurs.
rather Mourinho against United, Chelsea, Man City. But if we were playing like a Fulham or
Tactically,
someone like that, I'd rather Poch. Because I know with Poch we're winning 4 or 5-0. With Mourinho, it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, but again, Dean, you look at the style of players that Poch had. Yeah, he's a possession. It's exactly the same as what I said with Chelsea, right?
Mm.
You watch him under Conte, and you give up 75% possession against bottom of the fucking league at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, for
I
me.
don't give a fuck about winning the league. No Chelsea fan wants to go and watch a home game and give
That's
everything to the away team and just hope for a counter-attack football.
Yeah.
That's bollocks. That's
That's
why, don't matter how much you win, if you play like that and that's your style of football, you'll always get the boot from me. You're always going to get the boot. And you look at the
Thinking
style
about
of
getting
players
the
he's got. Poch had Ericsson. Who's the other crafty bastard he had in there as well?
Dembele's brilliant.
He had some more technical players that opened up doors and kept hold of the ball. Mourinho's just got them dogged, hard-working people that win the ball, go and score a goal, make the tackles, win the ball, kick it out of play, do what, you know what I mean? He's got the dirty side of the game.
Can I just ask a question? What did you boys think of Eric Dyer today?
I didn't even
Quality.
notice him, to be honest.
I thought he was quality.
Brilliant.
All right. Yeah.
Alderweireld as well.
Yeah.
Where was I anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah, speak.
one-on-one chance where Aubameyang 1-on-1. I thought this is.
Oh, yeah.
He always scores them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Really
yeah,
good.
he's lower
You
goal.
know,
I knew you'd bring that up. It weren't.
That's him, isn't it? It normally
Man,
finishes
that was
it.
poor attacking play, man. Aubameyang on form takes one singular touch to the right, bang, like what Son did.
100%.
Instead, he fucking pulls him in tight. He goes into his weaker foot. Fucking honestly,
Yeah.
man, it was too easy.
Yeah.
All the fire out of Dyer have been good all season, but today they didn't have to be, man. They were fucking surrounded by Tottenham players. It was easy, wasn't it?
What do you think of
We just
Højbjerg?
kept lofting it in and putting Dyer up against Saka. Like,
What did you think of Højbjerg, Kenny? I know he's an annoying player for the opposition, but
yeah, man. Yeah, good
That's
player.
his
I
job,
do
does
like
his
him.
job, doesn't he?
That's his job.
Does his job.
Hey,
job.
Henderson.
Yeah, exactly that.
Does his job.
Yeah.
He's
It's
a
not
player
easy
you need.
to find.
He would get into most teams because you need a player like that. He's that dogged bastard that does the shitty work, but he enjoys doing the shitty work.
Yeah. It pissed me off a bit at the end, Woody, when they said Jamie Redknapp was saying, "Oh yeah, it's basically Son and Kane team." Basically, he was like, "Without Son and Kane, do you know what I mean?
what I
They're
don't like?
world-class beaters and all
I
that."
don't hear the commentators say shit like that. I can't believe professional footballers say that because they must see there's so much more to that team. I know I think what he means is individually they're winning you the games.
Yeah.
Because, like, for instance, you look at Arsenal's players individually, they're really good players. Yeah. But they can't turn it on individually at the minute to win them games, get them goals. Man United play absolute toilet. Them individual players pop up and score them a goal here and there. And that's
Two players.
you in the
Two
game.
players
Yeah.
come on and that's it. Yeah.
At Arsenal at the minute, their big players individually are doing absolutely nothing for them. Do you know what I mean? Whereas your big players, they're doing exactly the job he wants you to do. You want to hit them on a counter attack and you want to score a goal. So they're hitting you on a counter and you're taking your chance every single time. You can't ask for more than that. If that's what he's asking you to play and you're bagging the goals, it's a win-win.
Comfortable. Like the thing with the way Spurs are playing, they just look comfortable. They're in the driver's seat all game.
They're
You
looking
know,
control, don't they, all the time?
Even when the pressure's on and they're completely in their own half and, you know, they're pressed for 20 minutes, still, like, without sounding horrible, Kenny, it didn't look like Arsenal was ever going to score. You didn't think, oh, this is looking dangerous, that's threatening. Even when they're in a one-on-one, you still think he's going to get back to that, or he's going to fluff it, or that's not going to go in.
Seemed so many touches, didn't they? Every time they did get into a situation, they, like Kenny said, it don't seem like they were doing their usual, you know, if they were on form, they would have just gone like that. But it just seemed like, I don't know, trying too much, and it was just like, and then Tottenham players would get the ball back.
Like, there's zero confidence in that Arsenal.
I always think attackers play best when they're playing on instincts. You just like arrive at the moment and you just do what feels natural to you.
Yeah, but when you believe in yourself as a footballer, if you believe in it, like, or you're on a good run of form, then it makes all the difference. Aubameyang would have taken that touch we was just talking about. It wouldn't have gone inside.
Again, where does that come from, though, Kenny? Where does that come from?
Winning games, scoring goals, doesn't it?
Has to come from the management. The man management have to put that confidence. Like Patrick Bamford said yesterday, you know, they said, well, how come it's taken, you know, how come you seem to be thriving in the Premier League? He said, it's taken me a while, but I've got a manager that believes in me. And he knows that's what it takes. It takes someone to put you to one side and say, mate, I know you've got what it takes. I don't care if it takes me you 5 or 10 games. You've got it, blah, blah. But maybe Arteta's not like, maybe he's not that hands-on man management-wise where he's saying to the bigger players, maybe he can't.
I know what you're saying. I think for a younger player, definitely. But I think for someone like who's Aubameyang at 31, who's been there and done it all his career, I don't think he needs someone to remind him. I think he should fucking know at that stage. And I don't just think he's been starved of chances.
We all need a bit of love, even at 31, Ken.
Exactly,
mate.
Yeah.
Form is temporary, class is permanent. Yeah, he's a class player, Aubameyang. No doubt about it. But his form is shit, and the reason his form is shit, maybe he's not getting that confidence boost he needs. Maybe people ain't showing that belief in him and saying, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna work on this in training. Blah blah blah. We'll feed you the chances." What do we need to get him scoring? That's what they should be saying. Right, he's our main man. Fucking get him scoring. Get him in the positions. Get him playing off the back of people.
It's got to be something that Arteta's doing though, because there's a few players, isn't there? Like there's something's not right there.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's making them go wide and whip it in. And like Kenny said, Aubameyang, he scored 2 headers from his all his goals that he scored for Arsenal.
You forced us out wide. I think that's fair to say.
Arteta says he does that. That's what he done against Wolves. He had 30 sound crosses, and against Tottenham, he fully admitted that's what he's trying to do: go out wide and whip them in. But why?
Because he thinks he's Man City, but he's not.
I think he's just too naive. Like he has these tactics that would work for Man City, yeah, but they work for a team that has it drilled into them. Like, I don't think he's kind of getting the best results in his current tactics, and he's got to have a plan B, but there's no plan B. It's the same.
But that's a little bit like Pep as well, though, isn't it? He doesn't have a plan B, so maybe he's learned from Pep. I mean, obviously they don't play the same style of football, but maybe he's saying you're good at one thing.
Kenny, did you know it's the worst start for Arsenal since 1945?
Yeah.
What, after this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it's gone down to now? 1945.
1945.
What do you think now, Ken? Do you think his job's on the line or what? Or do you think they're just going to get out this season?
I can't see they would do
that.
That.
Got a game in hand. They could go 16th.
Do you not think they would just? I'm not being funny. Surely they would give him the season because
They've got to.
that would be a mad.
It'd be crazy to get rid of him now, even if he's not doing well. He hasn't had the time to be able to imprint.
Let's be honest, it's a crazy season, isn't it? Like,
it's
the
getting
problem
hard.
is with the imprint in the system is. Sorry, Ken. Go on.
What was you going to say, Joey?
Sorry, yeah. The whole thing about the imprint of the system is when you watch it, it's just not attractive football. And when you're playing negative football and you're not playing well and not getting the results you want, then fans won't go be on your side. If you're playing good football and every now and then you put in a shit performance and think, oh, fuck, we were shit defensively today. We just lost 4-3 to Leeds or something like that. Fans will get behind that. They see something in that in the future. But right now, it just looks like it's just all negative results, negative style of play. Are the fans now going to start thinking, hang on, are we putting our backing into the wrong manager here?
Perfect example of what you just said, Joey. You look at Leeds and Arsenal, right? Leeds are 14th, Arsenal are 15th. Now, if you ask any Leeds fan, done so far, I guarantee you they'll say, do you know what? We're doing all right, actually. But you're 14th in the league and you've won 4 games, you've lost 5, drawn 2.
Yeah.
But they're happy because their team's putting in a shift every week and the football they're playing is actually really good football.
Yeah, exactly what I mean. Like, do you feel like that at all, Kenny? No? Do you feel like we're putting the back end in the wrong manager here? Or is it because we've had the results in the past where you've been absolutely hammered in some games and you feel like this is a necessity? We needed it to, if we're going to
I did feel like that at the beginning. I thought, because we kept talking about it, didn't we? And I kept saying 1 step backwards maybe to take 2 steps forwards eventually.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen, but it's hard for me to keep defending him because he is still picking Xhaka and Bellerin, and it's not a joke. Like, for the life of me, I don't know why. I still to this day I haven't seen Xhaka successfully tackle someone and then transition into attack. I've never seen it. And you think of the fucking minutes that geezer gets, and I'm still all he ever does is foul people or give the ball away in silly positions.
He's not up to the Premiership, is he? Let's be honest.
No, he's not, and neither's Bellerin. But Bellerin's been there forever, and he's still fucking. There's talk amongst Arsenal fans that Bellerin's Arteta's fucking son, and he's just not telling anyone about it.
Bellerin's
information we can come up with.
He's not been good for years, and he's your number 1 right back, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's your number 1 right back. Doesn't seem to get major competition.
Who's your second right back, Kenny? Who's your second right back?
Cedric.
Yeah,
he's not bad.
Than Bellerin?
Yeah, he's a better defender than Bellerin for sure. He's not very good at going forward, but I'd have had him in there today. Or Maitland-Niles.
Wasn't he the one who scored that stunner against you a few years back?
Hey?
I think he scored like with Southampton. Was he from Southampton, Cedric?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is it Cedric Suarez?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that. Yeah. Didn't he score that absolute stunner for Southampton a few years back when they beat you like 4-0?
I can't remember, man.
Fair enough. I can remember him scoring an absolutely amazing goal against one of the bigger sides, but I think he's a decent player. I'd put
He's
him ahead
good.
of Bellerin.
He's a better defender, definitely, than Bellerin. Right, fucking hell. We're all
Yeah.
better defenders than Bellerin. Like Maitland-Niles sat on the bench for 90 minutes today, and I mean, why would you do that? I don't know why you would do that and play Bellerin.
Yeah, though. Weren't you like 3-4 years ago? You were saying that Bellerin was the best right back in the world or something.
Fuck off! You've never heard them.
Oh, you've said that many times.
No, you're thinking back to fucking like the Lauren days, man, when we had proper defence.
Well, I'm sure he's been up now. Bellerin's fucking amazing, well, fast and that.
Yeah, bollocks. No one ever said that.
When he
I
first
can't even say maybe it's one of your other Arsenal mates because it definitely wasn't. None of us said that.
when he first come on the scene, he did look, he looked half decent because
He looked quick. He looked quick.
Because he was playing for Spain as well. You saw him playing for Spain, you thought, fucking hell, yeah, he's great. But it's all right playing like that for Spain because you've got the whole team around you, ain't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? He played one brilliant game against Bayern Munich, I think it was. And that's sort of like put him in the spotlight, and everyone's like, this kid's got talent. Look how quick he is, he's going to be a real player.
10 years later, we're still like, he's going to be fucking brilliant.
Yeah. What is he now? 25?
Hanging there, bear with him. Fucking.
Budging.
Do you think you buy anyone in January?
We have to, Paul. Honestly, we fucking need to. Apparently, that man.
Who would you buy, Kenny? Seriously, who would want to come to you for a
I
start?
don't, honestly, Woody, I don't know anything about football. Like, I don't, because the players that we're buying in, I think, are good signings. Gabriel, Partey.
Gabriel, I'll tell you what, he was the only one today that tried to take the game every now and again by the scruff of the neck, and you could just see it in him. He was thinking, "Fuck this," and he just took on 2 or 3 players here and there. He actually looked decent today.
Do you know the horrible thing as well, Kenny, is Partey and Gabriel really wanted to come to Arsenal, didn't they? It weren't like a last minute you went for him. It was a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to get them, and obviously Gabriel had offers from everyone, didn't he? I mean, everyone agreed the fee, but he was like, no, I want to go to Arsenal. It was like, fair play. But it must be like, really? What?
Like, I bet they're regretting that. That's why Partey walked off at half time, isn't it? He's fucking getting his phone to ring Simeone back.
What happened to
Made
him?
a terrible mistake.
What happened to Partey?
I don't know. He was limping, wasn't he? I think. Do you remember just before that attack that you scored from the second goal? Partey came in between 2 players and he sort of dived in, didn't he, for a slide tackle and won the ball. And then after that, he was limping about. And I don't know why I've got a theory. I was saying it to Kev before we started on why he just walked off. Because people are saying, well, he should have gone down. He should have stayed on until the whistle went or the ball went out of play. But I'm wondering if he was obviously injured and he weren't ready to come back. Like they were saying the new year, weren't they? That's what we said about last week.
Yeah, of course.
He's obviously been rushed back and then he's felt it go and he knows now he's going to be out for even longer. And he's probably walking off thinking, fuck you lot, man. Like, I didn't even want...
I'll take it through him back on as well.
Yeah, it's what have happened at Atletico Madrid. You lot have forced me to play and fucking put me out for months now. And he's probably pissed off and just walked off the pitch. Like, you would.
Didn't you say he was supposed to be back after January?
Yeah, that's what we were being told. And then all of a sudden he turns up, he's fit to play.
Yeah, one of them for the top.
Only 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think Arteta's desperation's put him in there. He's obviously he's gone he's just thought, fuck it, we need someone tougher in there, and he's thrown him in, knowing that he's not ready.
But the thing is, even then, look how he played. He was still better than anyone we would have put in.
Who's your best player, mate?
Yeah, this is what I mean.
100%.
So I don't know. I think he needs players, desperately needs players, but he's got better players in the squad than the ones he's picking. That's the frustrating thing.
Okay, but if you're going to sign someone, you need to say it out loud on it because they watch this shit. Yes, they're watching Tottenham. Arteta's watching. Who's he going to sign? Who's he need to sign, Kenny?
I don't know. We need to start. I'll say we start in centre midfield still because I don't think Ceballos is up to it. Xhaka needs to fucking go. The thing is, as well, is we need to offload all these players before we can like buy someone and sustain it financially because we are spunking money up the wall when it comes to these players that are just sitting there. Don't we? Don't?
Yeah.
Even
I'm
getting
£300 a week for sitting on the bench playing PlayStation and that.
But I mean, you talk about Ozil on $350 a week, but even players like Kolasinac, Socrates, players that are not good enough and wouldn't get into any of your teams, like wouldn't get into your squads, I don't think. Between them are on over fucking, I think Socrates on 90, Kolasinac over $100,000 a week. I'm sure they, and it's just like, I mean, that's fucking crazy. We're paying these people too much.
Crazy.
I have a player that would actually fit into Arsenal and actually improve your right back. Anyways, Hakimi from Borussia Dortmund. He would do a job for like a right back replacement, and then like if Barcelona want to buy Bellerin, just go, look, here's Bellerin, you can have him for free. Get the fuck.
The thing is, though, how are Arsenal at this time and in January? Fuck knows where we're going to be by then. How are you talking about clubs like Dortmund and Barcelona there? I know we got away with fucking Thomas Partey. I don't know how we managed to swindle that. But how the fuck are we supposed to attract top players to come into this club?
Let's be honest, Barcelona are going to sign people because they're in disarray anyway. So it's not like, you know, there's going to be some big moves. I think there's going to be some big moves in January because they're fucked. So yeah, like you say,
that's why Kenny said you've got to get till January. Ain't
Yeah.
you? Like, ain't me funny, you're 15th in a minute. Palace got a game in hand, they win that, you'll go 16th.
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that thinks you're in a relegation battle here, or are you just thinking, nah, we're fine?
Did anyone
That's
see
an honest question, Kev. Fuck me.
You see what Roy Keane said? He goes, yeah, I think they'll be all right. They'll stay up.
So Kenny, you in for that once then? End crossed your mind. Yeah, you in?
Nah, of course it hasn't. Maybe I should fucking start considering the
Fucking hell, Dean, hit him while he's down.
I'm not. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Really, I'm gonna have to have a think because I was considering giving Arsenal a break for a little while because it's not just like like I watch the football. We play dog shit. We're playing Xhaka and Bellerin, and then I could just turn it off and get on with my life. Like everyone pays for it in my house if Arsenal lose, and that's all we're doing.
Yeah,
it's unfair on everyone else, and like I can't. And it bothers me into next week. Like we just fucking lost to Spurs.
Yeah,
easily. Like we never like winning that game. I never.
Do you know what it is as well? A lot of people say like around the 10th game, the 11th game, something like that, is when the league starts taking shape.
Yeah.
And if you're there after 11 games, it might not be a good first half of the season. Well,
and
then you got next game.
It's not even like we're waiting for players to come back from injury, other than fucking Martinelli, who I think, to be fair, will make a difference, but not enough. Like we got problems, man.
You need to win next week, mate, because if not, everyone in your house is getting black eyes, mate, and that ain't gonna look. Even the kids are gonna be going to school like, Daddy said Arsenal lost at the weekend.
I fucking told you to go to bed.
Oh man. And that's the other worrying thing as well. Like, how am I meant to get Jack? If Jackson had watched that game today, if he was old enough to start watching football with me, and I'm like, yeah, look, come watch your first Arsenal game, son. He'd have watched that and been like,
I'm gonna be
right, isn't they? Yeah. Then I'll fucking.
You know, for
Daddy, you're wearing the wrong shirt.
You know what Jackson would say, Kenny? He'd be like, Daddy, these are shit.
What do we think of Arsenal?
Yeah.
Will we watch Peppa Pig instead?
Yeah, man. Start getting emotionally involved in Peppa Pig. Fuck it, I might as well.
Yeah, it's a good point. Though you don't want to drive your kids away from Arsenal, so don't let them watch for a little while. Just switch it off.
A little while. Jesus,
I might have
10 years.
Just convince them.
Man, this is the worst it's been. Like this is the fucking.
Yeah, this is
rock bottom, man, isn't it?
Well, now you still got 5 places to drop. You're good.
Not proper rock bottom yet. Right, should we move on?
Yeah, I think we should.
Who you got next week?
Oh fuck! I'm not watching it. I don't know.
No, I want to know.
Burnley, I think.
Who?
Burnley away, I think.
Oh, it's a tough one, Burnley.
Burnley
The
away.
weird thing is, if Burnley win that, they're 4 points. Oh no, okay, no, sorry. I was thinking Brighton. Sorry, it's Brighton. If they win their game in hand, will go ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah, Burnley at 18th.
Jesus Christ!
They've got 6 points.
That's what I mean. They're going to keep doing the crosses like they did today. Burnley got massive defenders.
Where we go next? We go United. That's a pretty good game, isn't it?
United.
Yeah, go on, Kill. Let me shut this fucking dog up. Hang on.
Here we go. The dog's getting a black eye. Fucking dog.
Yeah, the dog's getting it first. Well, bloody hell.
Okay.
That was shocking, I thought. Like, fair play to West Ham. Like, David Moyes seemed to get, like, West Ham just on us. And we just could not, I don't know, we couldn't really deal with the way that they were just pressing us the whole time. But then, I don't know, it was a bit weird because they were 1-0 down. And I thought, you know what? Because they kept going after they got their goal. I thought, you know what? We really need to change it at half time and that. But then, obviously, Ollie made the changes. Then he did Cavani, which the only reason everyone's saying he was amazing for doing those subs, but Cavani was injured, so it was forced upon him. obviously, and Fernandes come on, didn't he? So it was Fernandes and Rashford, which I thought Rashford was really good, even though he did miss a couple, didn't he, Woody? And I thought of you when he missed it. I was like, I was shouting. I was like, for fuck's sake!
Why didn't
He's terrible.
Fernandes start?
Go on,
Sorry,
Why
Joey.
didn't Fernandes start? Sorry.
I think we're just trying to give him a bit of a break. Do you know what I mean? Because he's
Exactly what it was. He was resting.
Yeah, just
what he said.
trying
just
to,
resting,
sort of
okay.
mix it up. And Donny obviously didn't have a good game, but I just think that was the way that the tactics played out. I thought West Ham, first half, I thought, to be fair, they played well, but they just didn't take their chances.
They
And I
should
know,
have been 4-0 up.
yeah, that's exactly it. They should have. And that's the problem. Our passing was shocking. Like, it was so bad. Like, it just was going out. Telly's was a bit, he was a defensive wise, he weren't as good to that game. Normally he's pretty on it, but yeah, it just seemed like it was all over the place. Maguire didn't have a good game. Lindelof again kept getting lost out and stuff. But to be fair, the changes come on, and I just think obviously Pogba's goal was a good goal, but it really shouldn't have stood because obviously the ball went out. I don't kind of understand how they
actually go out.
Well,
on the replay, there was no real angle where you could.
No,
see
that's the thing. So
Yeah.
I
My
don't.
boys' reaction. He was like, well done. He knew it was out. And then he was like, what's going on? Carry on. What went out?
The only thing that I don't get, if they're not sure, you'd always think that if they're not sure, they wouldn't have given it, wouldn't you?
Well, fucking hell. What's the linesman for, though? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Why
exactly. That's the thing. The
Down
only
that
thing
line if they
they
can't even
reckon
judge where the ball's gone in?
Yeah, the only
VAR handled that or not?
Well, there's no angle they can check it from.
No.
Has it been proven that it was out or what?
No, basically Match of the Day did a thing where they showed like the line where the ball sort of was hit and then where it come in, but that's just them. It's not VAR doing it. It's just them saying, well, it must have gone out.
They don't know the trajectory of that. They're just estimating it themselves.
No, that's what they're
So
saying.
we're in 2020 and we still can't even know if a fucking ball went out for a throw or not.
Basically, yeah.
That's crazy.
You would assume that with all this VAR shit, we'd have a camera like tennis down every fucking line.
Yeah. 100%.
Ridiculous.
It's literally a square,
How hard can it be?
So like with the goal line technology, right? You have a sensor that will tell when the ball goes over a line.
Yeah,
Surely they can have the same fucking thing for like corners and fucking throw-ins,
I'm glad they don't.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
think
just
that'd take
technology
ages, wouldn't
shit
it?
then, isn't it?
Oh, fucking hell, can you imagine that? It would be like, no, it's a hairline over, a grass fragment over.
I know, but the thing is, we're getting to the point where fucking players will be fighting about, no, it's my throw-in. Oh, fuck off.
Bellerin's like, yeah, let me take it.
Yeah.
We've gone backwards, man. How have we got backwards?
Bellerin, let me take that shit. Give me that ball.
Yeah.
To be fair, we played so bad in the first half. It was, and to be fair, obviously Pogba's goal was a bit debatable. It was a good goal, but it was debatable if it went out or not. And it was like, well, what can you do? Like the players can't see if it went out. Henson just kicked it up and obviously come in. But no,
Dean, have you commented on that yet? How did you feel about that decision?
Yeah, that was out of play, 100%.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, how did you feel about obviously United getting the decision, getting a goal from it?
Well, it's just United, isn't it? It's just annoying.
Ganky, probably.
I think he got him on a good week where he's happy.
We'll just bring him down.
No, it's just annoying because the last two games, let's have it right. Last two games, United would have been lucky to have 2 points from the last two games. They'd have been fucking lucky to get 2 points. Yet they've got 6. It's just,
Yeah, but then
it does feel like they're winging it every game. I must admit, it does feel like they're winging it.
It does feel like. I mean, to be fair, obviously I'm the fan. But at the end of the day, if the team's against us that we're playing, they're not taking the chances. Now, if that the other day, if that was someone like Leicester or Crystal Palace, we played like against Crystal Palace. What did they do? They beat us, didn't they? They took their chances and that was it. So it's just obviously we can't go through the whole fucking season doing that because it won't happen. But like the thing is, do you not feel though that even though we're only 10 games in, it feels like we've been playing like this season's gone on forever.
Yeah.
To me, it felt like, cause obviously when you were saying, no, they can't keep that, and I was looking, I'm thinking, I had to look up, like, fuck me, we've only played 10 games.
28 games left.
Do you know what I mean? That's it. It's really weird, but I feel like, I don't know if it's because we're talking on Sundays, that it feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah, it feels like it's fucking dragging because you're speaking. Cheers, Kev. Thanks, mate.
But I reckon, I mean, to be
Me.
fair,
So if Man United win their game in hand, they go joint third with Chelsea.
yeah.
I mean,
Crazy
for the
bullshit.
start you've had, that's not fucking bad at all.
What I mean,
I'm
Joe.
not being funny. It feels like we've been shit.
Mate,
No,
I don't
you have been
think in a
shit.
game that you've deserved to win yet, and you're fourth in the league. Whatever.
No.
Only one.
How much of that is?
What have our games been? Let's have a look. So there probably is one in there.
That's what I'm saying. But most games you're winging it, and some random shit's happening. And you're like, for fuck's sake, they've done it again.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes has done it again, isn't it? That's usually.
Yeah.
What a man. Yeah.
Bruno United.
You must have some shoulders.
United.
Holding the team up.
Yeah.
See, for me, United should be with Arsenal are. Round there.
We've won our games.
No, I don't think they've been that bad, Dean, have they? They ain't quite been that. They got Bruno Fernandes. So we haven't. That's
I still think we're all being a bit harsh on
Ain't that bad.
United.
Like you said, they've got Bruno. That's
Football
it.
is about taking your
That's
chances.
bad, Kenny.
No, but that's
West Ham let themselves down. As simple as that. They could have been out of sight. They fucked that up.
yeah.
But football is about that, isn't it? It's literally about if you have a chance, you take it. If you don't, it don't fucking
And
matter.
it's usually the extra quality that I mean, like Pogba's
Yeah.
goal, for example. Like you can't. I think Man United fucking still deserve to win it because of the quality that they've got.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
there's
I
a
mean,
for
game
instance,
we
tonight,
deserve,
Liverpool-
there's a game we deserve to win. Was
Who's their
against
chances?
Everton.
Everton.
Everton. Yeah, we played well against Everton.
I
I had to look though. It went in my head. I had to look.
Went 1-0 down about it.
But yeah,
Is it, Kevin, that it's just they're not all convincing wins? You want one that you say,
No, it's not.
yeah,
I mean, the Everton one, the Everton one, that was a good win, and I was a bit like, do you know what? I weren't sure what kind of Everton are turning up. And to be fair, let's look at Everton now. They're not really looking great, are they, at the minute?
They
What,
fell off a bit.
what was their stat? One out of the last 7 games or something. Right?
Struggling
yeah,
now.
I think they've won one since they lost.
Yeah,
Oh, no, since
And now
they
they're
drew at Liverpool.
saying that James Rodriguez is Ozil's, is Everton's Ozil, saying that he's great going forward, but coming back he offers nothing.
Yeah,
So,
but
I think that was
they
always
never
the case.
signed him for defensive work rate. You don't sign a player like that for
No,
defensive
no,
work.
no.
Yeah, that was always.
Sign him to pick out holes.
Who did they play last game?
All right, Kev, what changed at half time,
That
sir?
was shocking.
basically, it was Rashford come on for Edison Cavani because he was injured. Everyone's saying, "Oh, everyone's forgetting Ollie done these changes." No, it was forced upon him basically. So Cavani come off because he had a slight injury, which I thought he looked all right. I mean, he lost a few bit, but Cavani was still trying to go for it. So Rashford looks good. He still needs to learn to pass a little bit more because I think he could give a few more goals around where he's just.
His awareness is terrible. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Selfish that way.
Sorry.
He's a bit selfish sometimes.
Yeah. And it's just that I understand strikers have to be selfish, but there's times when he knows he's going to get options. Like, I'm not being funny, with Aratante, you're going to get more opportunities. And I think sometimes he needs to think, actually, I'm just going to square it. You know, it doesn't have to look fucking nice. You don't have to do all this skill, like trying to get over the keeper. But, Cavani, Pogba, I thought was all right. You know,
Yeah, he did actually look good.
Pogba looked good.
Great goal as well.
Yeah, he could go. That's what this is the only thing with Pogba. Obviously, we're never going to see. These are the DC when he was at Juventus. You know, always from outside the area. Never tap-ins. It was always, you know. So no, Pogba's. I thought he was all right.
Yeah,
Kind of for January, you see, he's doing what Andy Carroll used to do. It's kind of January. He's going to start playing well and try and get a signing.
Question,
Move,
right?
sorry.
Would you play if you could play like Leeds, for instance, the way they played passing the ball?
Yeah.
Would you take that style of football now over where you are in the league and the results you've got? If someone said to you now, right, this point of the season, you're fourth in the league, we can completely, we'll switch you about, we'll stick you 15th, but you're going to play like this.
I don't know.
Not a chance, surely.
No.
It's not fucking business.
Yeah,
Isn't it? I'm like,
Kenny would have that, wouldn't he?
Well,
yeah.
he-
I don't give a shit how you're playing, as long as you're getting results.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm hoping. I'm just hoping. I mean, I sort of still struggle to understand how we were starting to play all right under Ollie. I understand, like, you know, Maguire would make a mistake, but we seem to have some sort of idea towards the end of last season. It was like, yeah, you know, you kind of understood, you know, we're always going to try and hit you on the break and that. But I don't kind of get why it sort of lost it a bit. Do you know what I mean? I understand, like, someone's injured or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know if I still think tactically, he'll never get it. Tactically, I just think that's where he struggles. And I personally don't think I don't think Donny was one of his signings. I think it was you need a midfielder. There we go. You have Donny. So I think.
I I don't understand the criticism being levelled at Donny either. I don't get it. Everyone's going like, oh, he's not Premiership standard, or I can't remember. Someone said Gary Neville. Gary Neville said he felt.
Oh yeah, Patrice Everett laid the boot in on him.
I can't understand it. Every time I've seen him play, he looks sharp. He looks like he's energetic. He wants the ball, and they're acting like he's some fucking League Two player that shouldn't really be in the team. And I'm thinking, who else would you put in there? You got dog shit at the moment.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't see.
Dean, that's cunty, mate. That's out of order.
No, I'm gone. To be fair, I'm gone. See ya.
To be fair, I actually like you say. I think I've seen like yesterday. He probably weren't his best game, but I don't think it was Man United's best game, and I think he was in the wrong position. I actually really liked him when he played. I think it was a Champions League game. It might have been against PSG, where he played like the sort of beside Fred. He wasn't a defensive midfielder, but he was dictating play. And do you know what? He seemed to that was his position, even better than when he's up top. Because even up top, he offers something. But I actually really like him. I think he just needs to be given a run in the team. Just leave him there 5 games or something. Obviously, I understand if he gets injured or something, but just leave him in there. Let him pick a place. And don't worry about, Pogba's back now, I've got to get him in. I don't care how much Pogba's worth or whatever. You need to win. And if a player
it's a decision to make, though, this is the problem. Even though Ollie's a yes,
not big enough. Mourinho was, weren't he? That's the difference.
If he turns around and says, we've got a good chemistry at the moment, I know Pogba's been out injured, blah, blah. Someone's going to say to him, we paid £90 million for him. He's got to be back in the team.
Yeah. Do you think Henderson made a difference? I think you're actually playing better with.
I liked it. Yeah. I liked it.
Than De Gea.
And I, to be fair, I actually think since Henderson's been there, De Gea has sort of I don't know, it's as if he's got a boot up the arse. Like I'm not saying it will last forever, but no, I like Henderson. I don't ever feel like when the ball's going near him, I feel like, oh God, where I do a bit with De Gea because you don't know what De Gea you're going to get turning up. And he's still got that element of being Spanish, the foreign goalkeepers that like to come out and punch things all the time. Or
Kev, sorry, mate, I was listening to fucking
what's coming back. What?
Fuck. Right, enough now. Fucking hell, you cunts. Give it a rest. I'm just getting fucking abuse popping up every 5 seconds for these things. Sorry, Kev, carry on, man. I'm trying to listen.
I've got the chat on my page. I need to hide it.
Yeah.
Steve Mould as well. That's fucking.
How many subscribers have we got?
12 now. It's going down.
That's why it's only that many. Oh man.
No, I don't know. I'm hoping in the next couple of games. I mean, I don't know who we've got, but we actually.
Manchester Derby next week.
Oh, what a game!
Hey, you're fucked, mate. You're fucked, Kev. Finally, they're going to get exposed for the shit they are.
Yeah, but this is a game where he doesn't know, doesn't he? This is the problem.
I think they'll win it. I think Man United will win it.
I bet anyone here, right now, that they will not beat City in the Manchester Derby. Who wants a tenner of it?
I have a feeling they will.
Joe,
I think it suits his style.
Joe.
I'll have a tenner of anyone right here, right now.
It suits Ollie's style, doesn't it? He loves
it's when the game that you expect him to lose.
Paul, what are you down in there? Is that a can of Red Stripe?
No, that's fucking. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just got it in work. Like literally, someone just.
Bleach. He drinks it by the bottle.
Get the tip in each his head. Wow.
It's sparkling.
But it can't pack it or something, is it?
He sent a DM protein shake. Oh dear.
Hey, drinking fizzy drinks at this time of night, man. Fucking hell, I'll be up all night if I was up to that nonsense.
Wait, imagine if I was Fabregas now. Oh, mate, stop it. Bring him back.
Hey, I'd go and get him.
You could get him. You could fucking get him, Kenny. I reckon that might be an option.
Right, Dean, give it a fucking rest. He's figured out how to type messages on here, isn't he?
He can't.
Out of town.
We should have never told him that we could see what he's doing. He's figuring it all out now, you see.
Right, Paul, should we predict next our game, and then we can go on to the Man City game? So
yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one because you beat us last season at the end of last season as well, last March. So I never confident on a Manchester derby. I'm usually a bag of nerves for the week ahead. Like, but I think honestly it'll be a 2-0 to City. I think.
All right.
Where's it at?
Sorry.
Where's it at? Is it at the Etihad?
No, it's Old Trafford.
Okay,
That
do you want
could
to
make
see
a
them make
difference,
a top four?
Who, Man
Sorry?
United?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, I'd change it back.
Shut up, Joe.
Shit at home.
Joe, shut up.
Fuck. All right, mate, chill out.
I'm not being
He's top of the
funny.
league thinking, this is what I mean about these cunts. He thinks he's something now. Look at him.
No, I want to see if he thinks they're getting top four.
I
Because
think
none of
we
us think that, do we? Do any of us think we
I
took
think we will.
What?
I think we will.
Fucking
I think we're like. I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
it's
so,
going to
bro.
like suddenly
Maybe,
start
Joe.
out. But
Yeah.
I think.
Joe, you not watched the last two games?
I do,
Yeah, but the
man.
problem is,
I
Dino,
do.
when we need to win,
Would he?
Do.
No chance.
we win. When we need to, we win.
Must be
Oh,
nice.
I can't believe you think he's getting top four. I
Yeah,
can't
but Dean, you
believe
don't
it.
think you're doing very fucking well. You think you're not that great at the minute.
The thing
Yeah,
is, even
that's
if they're
safe,
not
Ken.
playing well,
He's
even if they're
safe.
not playing
He's top
well, and
four.
they're one game in hand away from
The
being.
thing is, Joe, we're not playing well, but we're not giving any chances. They give that last game, they should have been 4-0 down, right? The game before that, they were 2-0 down to Southampton.
And we've won still.
They're shocking, Joe.
Well, that says to me that Ollie's still a young manager and he's still figuring out the game.
I don't know how he's
Oh,
getting
fine,
away
he
with
seems
it.
to
I
be
was
doing
shocked to
something
see
right.
that yesterday. I was shocked to the table to United 2 points.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. I don't want him to. For the life of me, I don't want him to do well. But every time, man, they seem to just pull something out of the hat. They're just, I don't know.
Dino's question
no,
is
thanks up
the
here,
points
mate.
given
Thanks
to
not
Man
right.
United, weren't you?
That's not right.
3 points or 3 points though. Like, look,
Doesn't
it doesn't
matter how you get
matter
them.
if they hit or fucking get a last minute goal, whatever.
No,
Like,
don't go with that. I can't go with that. Not the way they're playing. No way.
Well, and Liverpool
No
been
way.
pretty shit this season as well at times, and we're still joint top. You know, it's only goal difference in it.
Yeah, but Dean, what are you saying, right? So
I
say
mean-
you go and lose your next game 2-0, would you be like all downbeat and be like, all right, that's it, that's the title challenge and top four over, or would you think, no, we'll be all right? Or
No, I wouldn't think it's top four over, no.
you don't
no,
think-
because then his Spurs are used to battling it anyway, so it's he's used to it.
Well, where did United finish last season? Third, was it? Or second? No,
yeah,
third, wasn't it?
third.
I mean, why would we say any worse? All they've done is strengthen.
No, they look a lot worse, Joe. They look a lot worse this season.
Yeah,
Don't
but I
forget,
don't
when
think-
Solskjaer come in, he killed it for like 15, 20 games, didn't he? Killed it.
No, it's when he got his contract we started losing.
I actually think,
yeah.
I'm not 100% sure now, but I actually think Solskjaer has the highest win ratio since he's come in.
Yeah, since January,
Yeah.
last January, we have
So I don't know why we keep doubting them. I mean, look, they're fluke in some games, sure, but
Joey, what was
I
that?
mean, at some point you've got to say, hang on, when is this not just luck?
Joey, what was that? What was that stat you just said then about Solskjaer?
I think, yeah, I'm not 100% sure now. I think he's got the highest win percentage in.
Yeah.
What did you say since January? Was it?
I
Kevin?
think since last January, yeah.
How's
Or since the project restart? I think he's got the
No, you
highest win
wouldn't think it,
percentage.
would you?
It's
It's
crazy,
mad.
yeah, because we're
It is
here
mad.
every week. We're giving you.
Mind you,
you
yeah,
know,
no, that does make because the end of last season they proper climbed. They were
Yeah.
all the way up.
Yeah, because Chelsea were odds on to get like everyone thought, yeah, Chelsea would get third and the fifth place would be struggling. It would be Leicester, and then obviously Leicester had a little wobble, didn't they, towards the end? And then for some reason Chelsea had a few draws, I think, and then suddenly we just got third. You know. So
Where did Tottenham finish?
let's just have a look down at the old.
Where did they finish that season, Dave?
They finished sixth. They got into the Europa League because we won the.
the League Cup.
Yeah, we won the League Cup, so we gifted Spurs the Europa League spot.
Champions League, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, you lucky bastards.
We finished fourth.
We need to get moving on this, man. We've only covered 2 teams. We've been here like 2 fucking hours.
Right, definitely go to Paul then, don't we? Now we've talked.
So like look, we played Fulham.
I'm trying to bet you didn't finish in top 4, Kev.
How much you want to bet? A tenner?
Up 20, we are.
20 what? That Man United finished top 4?
Yeah, and I'm saying they won't.
That's a good bet, Dean. That's a good bet.
Easy. Easy money.
That deal. All right.
All right,
What odds will you give me an Arsenal getting top 4?
Whatever you want.
fucking hell.
Just
I'll give you 100 to 1, but you've got to put at least £100 in it.
Go on, Paul. Carry on, man.
Like it was a handy game. Like Fulham.
Kenny.
So like just the first 5 minutes in, Raheem Sterling just kind of walks in between two of their defenders and scores. It's a great goal. But what is it? Which the way we were playing against Fulham, we just kind of sat back and kind of had a more defensive game. Like I think John Stones and Diaz are actually working really well together. This is the second game in a row now they're both playing together, and they looked like they were communicating. They were controlling the passes from the back.
What's this gone up to, Daniel? Damn, you listen.
You look a lot more like yourself, haven't you, Paul?
Paul sat there listening to everything you had to say. Can you show him the same decency, please?
But like, but I think Kevin De Bruyne's like he got a penalty. Raheem Sterling went down in the box. It was soft. It was
Hasn't
like
had the most penalties now.
20.
Wow.
Yeah, but like I was just there going like this is part of the game now where players will just have the slightest touch and then just drop to the floor. You know, I think like it went to VAR and like the rules do state like if there's contact, it's kind of like it should be up to the referee rather than just kind of going, okay, look, book says it here. There should be discretion, like, you know, like if it's that so.
Has anyone ever seen it where a player's been like fouled, but because he's not gone to he's actually not gone to ground, but then they've got the penalty? Because this is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're right.
If the player doesn't go down, he ain't going to get it. But then we'll say, well, he's gone down a bit hard. And it's like, well, everyone's different in how they would go down. Like how, I don't know. It's such a hard thing because you want players to be honest. But then you're like, then the worst thing I don't like is when you see a player's been fouled and he's got the penalty and then you see his teammates patting him on the back and you're like, why are you doing that? Like, do you know what I mean? You've either been fouled. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's as if the player has to go down and it's in that conjure. You know, it's like, oh, well, he's diving. It's like, well, no, but if he's been fouled, he's only going to get it if he goes down. And it's like, oh, well, he's an honest player. I don't know.
I think the only way you get around it, if you didn't go down, is if like you just holded your foot afterwards.
Yeah.
Carried on, but sort of went like that with your foot. And then
Like-
VAR checked it. I mean,
We saw a good example today, actually.
you
With,
have to go down, don't you?
Yeah,
It's like Gallen, isn't it? When he goes down, Kenny, it looks so good, and it looks
saw a
like
good
a
example
free
in the
hit.
Liverpool game, Dean. Good example in the Liverpool game, right? Mane looked like he was about to kick Connor Cody's foot. Mane just pulls away right at the end, right? But the ref, boom, stop. Well, sorry, Cody goes down, ref, boom, yeah, penalty straight away. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't have once even been called to be a penalty. Okay, VAR works this time. Ref goes as a look, says no penalty. My point is, he's dropped because he knows. Hang on a sec. Hang on, I can get penalty.
don't drop. It's
Forward,
nothing's happen.
yeah. I mean, he didn't even touch him. He didn't it was quite literal on the screen. He didn't touch him. I don't know if you saw it, Kev, but he didn't touch him at all.
There's no risk because, like, look, if
no yellow, by the way, no yellow for diving.
Yeah.
Like, if you risk it, it's a yellow card. But like, some players would just be like, look, I'll take the risk. You know, if I go down and get the penalty, great. And if I don't get the penalty, it's a yellow card.
Oh, 100%. Sure. Woody, we were talking about it roughly earlier, weren't we? We were just saying that, like, if you don't go down, you don't get a pen, but you stay on your feet.
You don't get anything.
And you get your shot away.
Saying that,
else on the pitch, you probably won't get a free kick for it. If you get a little nick here and there, or maybe they do blow up for it, but it's the catch-22 because if you do blow for it and it doesn't go down, everyone's going to go, if we had what's the name yesterday, Pavade or whatever his name was. I mean, was exactly the same as the Welbeck one, but the difference is Welbeck knew that he was going to get a penalty and waited a couple of seconds, thought, fuck it, took the dive. Yeah. But the other lad stayed on his feet and he popped his shot off. So for me, fair play to him. But what advantage, for his team, we'll be saying, what advantage has he got for actually being honest?
It's weird, yeah, because we're rewarding bad play. or cheating essentially.
Exactly that. Yeah,
That's
and if you know someone shouldn't go down for touching him on a shin pad, and I do mean a touch, not a tackle. No one they don't lose the will, their feet or their legs. They don't get swept underneath them from touching on the shin pad. But the refs are still going to give that, like, yeah, well, he's hit him, it's a foul, but it's not enough for him to go down. It's not like a proper tackle. Like they get up.
Here's another one. Do you know, like the whole that he got away and he got his shot away? All right, okay. If he's gone down, he's got a penalty, and that's the advantage he would have got. What advantage did he get for getting his shot away and say it went wide or something? If that was outside the box, you get a foul, ref says play on, and you do a bad pass. What does he do? He brings it back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
But where's the clear lines then? So what if we were saying, right, we could clear this up today by doing this? How would we clear that up?
I honestly think, like, look, if a player goes down and it's a blatant dive, just straight red. And then
that's a bit harsh. I mean, you're right, but it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
It is a bit harsh, but you're
a challenge ruling like they do in tennis. So if you go down, and the VAR are not there to have a look at everything, but it just if the manager says, all right, challenge based on his play.
That's a good shout. Yeah,
I did actually get fouled there. That weren't a fucking.
You allow 3 each per game. Yeah, that'd be decent.
And then just let the game play, and then players won't appeal unless they actually fucking mean it, because the manager will be like,
anyone see Jack Grealish the other day do that fucking stupid dive?
Nah.
No.
I don't see it. Where like literally in the I think it was like halfway line.
I didn't watch it.
Fuck, it's terrible.
Even last week, wouldn't it? Like,
was it last week? Where he literally got kicked and then he sort of like walked about 10 foot and then just I don't know, fucking got shot basically. But then I mean,
does anybody ever believe in the possible of what was it, the orange card that you got for like 5 or 10 minutes or something?
Oh, it's like sin bin type thing.
Yeah.
You're like
that's just a bit too far fetched.
Yeah, I think sin bin. I think the sin bin system could work, and honestly do. I can see it work in rugby, and I think there's something stupid like in rugby. Once a player gets sin binned, you lose on average like 14 points. The team lose on average 14 points in that 10 minutes.
Wow.
Now, if a player is going to get sin binned for fucking around, for diving or doing whatever, that would eradicate that, because your manager would be saying, if we're going to lose a goal now, or we're going to have to completely, we're on top of the game, now we're completely fucked because you do stupid stuff like that. That I think would eradicate them silly things out of the game.
Yeah.
But going forward, I don't know, is it the answer?
As a fan, would you be happy if they brought that in and we had to witness another fucking change? Like we're now getting
I probably wouldn't personally like that, because you know what would happen? You get some fucking shitting of a player, do some dirty dive, get sin binned, and then come on and score in the last minute and win the game, and you'd be fucking going mental. Do you know what I mean? It'd be another reason to be irate in football.
Like makes them fresh a little bit, doesn't it? Gives them 5 minutes, gives them a breather, and they come on and go, right, I'll fucking prove you wrong now.
Yeah. Anyway, is anyone
need to be implemented
on the
in
chat?
the rules? I think they need to strip back.
Yeah, no, I clicked it, you twat.
Yeah, you got to take them off and throw them in a sauna for 10 minutes.
Yeah, like if you look at the like FA Cup matches, like you have players like Sterling or whatever who are used to playing that way, and then playing against defenders in like a League 2 team that like just don't take that shit, and there's no VAR in, like, let's say like Newport or whatever, or like Luton or whatever, so like the players are just left with the referee and they don't know what to do anymore. I don't think either.
That's a good shout, actually, because like obviously lower leagues, they just get on with it. They don't have that advantage of taking that shit back and looking at it through a microscope like 15 times before anyone makes a decision. So they do them little things, and they're a bit crafty, and they give them get away with the little kicks and stuff, like maybe like old school Premier League back in the day. They're still doing that now, getting away with it.
Yeah, and like if you look at like the handball rules and all that, like the referee calls it, the flow of the match goes back. Like if VAR was even just the referee runs over to the monitor, no fucking 3 referees there in fucking the control room looking at it. Just literally, referee goes to the monitor, watches it, job done.
Yeah. Actually, Paul, we just gone completely off topic, mate. Go on, carry on about the Man
Paul
City.
must be fucking happy then.
Was you surprised, Paul, about Man City a bit?
The match itself, like
Let's bring this back in. I want to get out of here.
it was a routine match, you know, like we won 2-0. Kevin De Bruyne pops in the penalty. Second half, kind of, there was not much of note to happen other than like a few chances.
De Bruyne
So, like,
should have scored.
Oh yeah, that Kevin De Bruyne goal for Sterling's first one. Oh, beautiful.
Great pass, like, and
Great
like
pass.
He's the heartbeat of your team, isn't he?
Oh,
When he's on form, you just play amazing football.
yeah, and like
isn't he? He's their Bruno Fernandes.
yeah, 100%. But I think Sterling, he plays well with Sterling, doesn't he? There's a little connection between them two. I like it, man.
Did you expect more though, Paul? Like expect it few more goals?
Well, like, look, we've kind of had a dry spell with goals, but I think even just having like a 2-0 against Fulham is just a professional kind of, like, last season we would have gotten something like about, let's say, 4 goals against a team like that, but no, I think the way we play now compared to the last few seasons is a bit more kind of control the match and not outright attack.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's completely kind of, it's not changed to the point of like you wouldn't recognize the team, but I think there's certain bits that have kind of matured a little, like the defense.
But it's a bit like Stone's coming back, doesn't it? Like Stone's coming back into the.
Yeah, he's left out Laporte for the last 2 games, I think.
Yeah.
And Stones, isn't he?
To be fair, like, look, John Stones and Diaz are working well together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change it. Kyle Walker does need a break, so Cancelo came in. Cancelo did a great job. Benjamin Mendy's back, and he's actually like he's looking more like the Mendy we wanted to sign in the first place. You know, I think his game has improved because he had the competition of having someone else take his place because he wasn't in good form.
What happened to that? What's his name? That Bournemouth defender that you got?
Nathan Ake, he's injured.
Oh, okay.
But like Mahrez is being less selfish, and he's looking very good as well.
You know what? I heard the commentators say, was it yesterday you played? It was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I heard the commentators say Mahrez is in the form of his life. This is the best I've ever seen him. And I was thinking about it. He played just like this at Leicester for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
He
was cutting in, scoring ridiculous.
He won Player of the Year that year, didn't he?
He was amazing at Leicester.
But
I wonder whether to get that extra little bit of accolade because they're at Man City and they have a few good games on the trot and they're like, oh, you know, this is the best I've ever seen him play. And I was thinking he played a whole season like that for Leicester.
Yeah. No, I think he's kind of like when Sané is at Bayern Munich, he has more chance to actually show like he can go to that kind of level of form. Like Sterling, he's banging in goals. Mahrez is scoring goals. Like, to be honest, like the striker is giving more assists, you know, like, and I think it's just tactically the way we are playing now is just a bit more kind of sensible, you know, like there's a lot more kind of look, we just want the 3 points and win and get a clean sheet, you know.
Do you reckon? Do you think an easy win against United then next weekend?
It's going to be a tough one. Like they beat us last season at home, so like if we do win it, it's gonna be a close one. It's probably going to be 1-0 or 2-1. You know, I don't see a lot of goals from either.
I can see like a 10-0 coming. If you take your chances in the first half, I can see a 10-0.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I really can.
Oh, back in the title race, so.
Well, like we're back in the top half of the league. We're sixth now. Like we're
You
like
bloke.
Paul, did you watch that Man United game yesterday?
Yeah, but they only won 2-0 against.
That was an important question, Paul. Did you watch that Manchester United game yesterday?
I got like the match of the day version of it. Like
Did you see how many chances West Ham had in the first half?
Yeah, but they didn't score.
Right? How many goals do you reckon you'd have scored in that first half? City, Man City.
But Dean, they've just played Fulham and they only won 2-0.
Oh man, mate, you give City that amount of
That's
time.
the same thing.
5-0 first half, mate.
like we're not scoring as much as we did before. So I honestly think like a lot of the game is kind of look. We scored a lot of goals before, but like we don't need to. And
Do you think that's down to the players that you've got now, Paul?
No, I'm sorry, it's just fucking annoying.
I'm sorry, but
It's annoying me, mate. You know what I'm coming from. It's annoying me.
But it's the same though, Dean. Fulham are shit.
Don't matter, man. You lot of shit and you're fucking third, wherever you
Yeah.
are.
right, I think Man City, they're not scoring as many goals, but they're not playing at the level of shittens that United are playing at.
Exactly that.
So
How
actually
they're-
the Dean word there, shittens as well.
they
Oh,
were
do
put
you-
ahead of us.
Paul,
They're like
do you
we
think-
kind of.
Do you think half of your thing of like not attacking as much is down to the players that he's got available now? Do you think it's
Like,
because he
I
hasn't
think
got the attacking?
we're having a full team now. Of like the only people that are injured are Nate Nake and I actually don't think we have anyone else that's made.
You know what I mean?
Aguero's permanently injured, isn't he?
You know when you had like David Silva, you had Sane, you had all of, when you a couple of seasons ago when you had all these players and your attacking was just like wow. Do you not think that's why you're always just literally on the counter? Where now, yeah, I know you've brought in replacements, but they're not nowhere near. Obviously David Silva. I mean, obviously,
David Silva, like even like he wasn't playing as much in the last 2 seasons, but he was still an instant impact. He's but also like it's the leadership that David Silva has as well. He controlled match even by just communicating,
He's the same. He has that ability to control that game, doesn't he?
And like you look at
20 minutes.
You look at Leroy Sané, he has blistering pace, but he didn't play that much either, But you bring him on and he's just on it. But like I honestly think, look, we brought in Ferran Torres, he's scoring, and like the wingers we have on now, everyone's kind of getting their form. But I don't think Silva, Bernardo Silva is having a good time all this season. I think his form has kind of dropped a little.
Well,
It has a bit alright, hasn't it? I was going to ask you that. What's going on with
listen,
Bernardo
can we
Silva?
move on? Because it's all right for you lot. You can get a bed after. I've got to fucking edit this shit and it takes forever, man. So can we go to the... I don't mean to cut you short, but let's get a fucking move on, shall we? It's gone 10 o'clock, for Christ's sake.
Would have been fine if we did speak about your game for about 40 minutes.
Right, Chelsea, Woody, you won. Joey, you won. Right, cheers, boys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, lads. I'm happy to do that. 4-0. Cheers.
Where we going next?
Woody.
Woody.
Right. Talk to me.
Go on, Woody. How'd the game go?
Well,
I didn't watch it at all, so.
it was. Do you know what? We started off quite well, if I'm honest with you. You know what Leeds are like. That Calvin Phillips put a beautiful ball through. He's under pressure on his own half, right up to the halfway line. He just took one look up, played a left foot pass, literally curled round Kurt Zuma, perfectly into the path of Bamford. Took one touch, great finish, first time. So that puts us on the back foot. Even though we actually started the game better, have some good chances. He went 1-0 up, which then straight away I see the stats. I think it said Bielsa was 25 games. When Leeds score first, he's been in control of 25 games and they've won 25. And I was like, fuck's sake, here we go. It's going to be one of them that we're just not going to get the result. But fair play to them. They just plugged away, just kept going, kept digging in. great passing, great movement everywhere, all over the pitch. Giroud, well, fucking hell, he could have had another hat-trick, to be honest with you. He's bloody brilliant. But do you remember that game? But yeah, it was a really good game to watch, actually. Werner cleared one off the line. Giroud headed it. It was a lovely header from across. Just skimmed off his head, and Werner went to get a touch, but he was already going to go in, I think. It looked
oh, wait, he stopped a goal going in for himself, is it?
I think he just wanted to nick it in with his right foot, and instead of nicking it, hit the inside of his foot, hit the keeper, bounced up, hit the crossbar, and then come out again.
That was ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Werner weren't as good, was he, at the weekend? That was probably his worst game.
Did you not think? You thought that was his worst game?
The ball through to Pulisic. I thought he missed chances, and he was a bit sloppier than usual, wasn't he?
See, that's what I like about Werner. He probably had 4 or 5 chances where he should have scored, but he's not that player that gets his head down and goes, oh, he does. He might go, oh, fucking hell, I should have scored that. No, I should have scored. But the very next chance, he'll be on it again.
You're back.
He'll be on it again, and he'll be on it again, and he won't stop until he gets that. He plugged away, and he got that reward at the end. What was it 90th minute? And he's bust his gut from inside his own half, burst all the way up the pitch with a ball, played a perfect pass across. We sealed the game 3-1.
Yeah.
Well, you got to admit now, definitely title challengers, definitely.
I think so. Yeah, I think, to be honest, we've played some decent sort of teams already, and I know the consensus was we haven't really scored against any of the decent teams, but we certainly haven't looked like we should have beat Tottenham the other week. For me, we had the better chances. We controlled most of the game. I think we've been the better team in nearly every game we've played, if I'm honest with you. I can't remember a game we played where I thought we were like dog shit.
I think that the result against Sevilla as well, that will give you belief as well, because
definitely they just beat Real Madrid as well.
Yeah,
so,
when you did play the bigger teams, you hadn't picked up any wins, but like you said, you had played well, and then you go to Seville, you kick their ass, and you're like, hang on, lads, yeah, we can beat the big teams. Do you know what I mean? That gives you that confidence.
I mean, I don't know if you watched the game, but we just looked so comfortable in Seville. It looked like we was playing against the Championship team, to be honest.
Yeah.
We was all watching the United game, weren't we?
I watched the highlights after, but it was all Chelsea.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Well done. Yeah. Giroud getting 4 goals, that's not worth watching, is it, you fucking pricks?
Where did you get in from again? Sorry. Where did you get in from, Giroud? Arsenal, was it?
Oh, mate, this team, I think they were going to get relegated. They're shittens.
Arsene Wenger sold him. Arsene Wenger sold him to Chelsea.
Yeah, he's doing all right, though, isn't he?
Wenger out.
How's Aubameyang go, Ken?
Hey?
What did you think? Drink
How
Giroud.
many Aubameyang got?
Say again.
Giroud start the next game. Do you think he's going to stay in there, or do you think he'll get?
I don't think it. I think Lampard's a bit of a cunt, like that, if I'm honest with you. I think even though he's done well, scored 5 goals in a week. His goal was a turning point for us yesterday, to be honest, as well. So I don't know. He should do, because I think that will also show Tammy that if you hit form, you'll stay in the team.
I don't think you're going to let him go in January. I don't think.
You know what? I know Frank doesn't want him to go, and he's obviously said that. But Giroud wants to play. But Giroud actually come out after scoring them 4 goals the other day and said, "I want to stay at Chelsea and win trophies."
Yeah.
So it's like
You've got to say that as a manager, though, don't you? You've got to say, I don't want to let him go. Otherwise, you're taking 10 million off his asking price.
The thing
is, I know we won't get.
He's not going to. He's going to get games.
It's about the rub on the other players. Like he keeps saying that Lampard keeps saying his professionalism is just out of this world. Even when he don't play for 4 or 5 games on a trot, he comes into training, he's laughing with the younger players, he's having banter, he's doing it, and he was asked about it before the game, I think, and Giroud said, well, you can do one of 2 things. You can sit around sulking, or you can fight for your place.
Yeah.
And, I fought for my place. I was given a chance in the week. I scored 4 goals, and now I'm starting.
How old is he? What, 34, 35?
What, Giroud?
Yeah.
He's not that old, is he?
I think so, yeah. I think he's around 34 or 35. And that just shows, man. Do you know what I mean? Even at his age, if you keep fucking trying and keep yourself in good nick, you can still be a quality footballer. Even if he hasn't got all the pace in the world, he's still top quality.
Yeah, he is.
34, yeah. I'd still pay 30 million for him right now.
See, you wouldn't get that.
Oh, yeah? What about Tottenham?
Yeah, Tottenham, I'll pay 30 mil for Tottenham.
All right.
For Giroud. 100%.
Yeah.
You thought he meant of his own money, Joe?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean,
Just to have him round the house and that.
Yeah, just chill out. Have a couple of beers.
I'll pay Giroud 30 million.
Ask Daisy for a sub. Ask Daisy for a sub so you can get Giroud for the week around yours.
I don't get it. Right. I was going to say, actually, Woody. What was
He's
I
got a
going to
rich
say?
missus. Dean's got a rich missus.
I don't want to admit this because it's been a while now where we've all just admitted, yeah, Trent is the best. I'm starting to think Reece Williams is as close to.
Reece James.
Say the other week, didn't I?
He's so bloody good.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But like Mason Mount is looking good as well, I think.
Do you know what? They're all Mason Mount's always looking sharp, but I think this is that with that Tariq Lamptey and Reece James situation. This is cementing it now that he's coming up against world-class players and he's holding his own against them, and some coming off better most times. So I think that was the right decision to sort of let him go and keep hold of Reece James. They obviously saw that behind the scenes that he was the better player. He's keeping us. I remember saying and he was our captain. So
sorry, I can remember saying in one of our earlier podcasts that if you put like Trent and what's his name, Aaron Wan-Bissaka together, you've got the perfect right back. I think Reece James is somewhere in between that. He's good at defending and he's good at going forward. His crossing is as good as Trent's, I think.
Did you put Bellerin on that list, Charlie?
Shut up.
Just for the trolling.
Oh, jeez.
Must be nice having a good right back, boys. Must be nice.
One day, Ken. One day.
Win.
Can only.
No, I really do like Alexander-Arnold, but I don't like him as a defender. I don't.
No.
Not think he'll move into right wing though. They did say
No,
that.
I don't think he will. I think he wants to be a standout right back. I think if you put him in midfield, he just looks like any other midfielder.
What about right winger, Joe?
If I'm honest with you, I think Alexander-Arnold, I think at the moment, he's a better player than Reece James. Sometimes Reece James is still a little bit naive, and you can sometimes see that on his positioning.
He's still learning, though, isn't he? He's still learning.
Would from what I've seen.
But every now and again, you watch him. He'll get like a ball put over his head or something like that, and he's like, oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With Trent, I feel like he reads that really well now.
Well, Trent was only just back today, and he played about 30 minutes. He already got an assist, so fair play to him.
I don't know. I've watched a few games where Trent's been skinned like quite easy. Where
he does.
Reece James 1-on-1 can deal with it. Trent, I've seen him get skinned so many times. Do
you know what it is?
I think he's amazing. But
it's what you want out of your right back, isn't it? If you want your good defender, you go Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You go your Reece James. If you want a good attacking right back, you go Lamptey. You go Trent.
Wan-Bissaka attacking wise, he's shocking. He's just
but he will keep you sorted out the back. I mean, one-on-ones. If you try and beat Wan-Bissaka, you're losing 95% of the time.
If it was
that good,
if it was Wan-Bissaka going back and what's the other right back? Alexander-Arnold going forward. For me, it's best right back in the world.
Yeah. I did just say that about 5 minutes ago.
He was making when you listen to what
sorry, Joe, I didn't hear you, mate.
fucking about typing your bullshit in your chat.
What's going on here?
Woody, you've got Everton away next week.
Who have we got?
Everton away, I think it is.
Who are, by the way, Woody, they're only 4 points ahead of Arsenal, so you've got to be beating them.
I'm pretty sure our record against Everton is ridiculous.
That'd be a tough game, that.
Mate,
I think Chelsea have got enough.
They've always got 2 walls, haven't they?
No, you look at the last 20 years, I think we've got one of the best Premiership records against Everton, home and away.
Have you?
Yeah, we smash them all the time.
You check this out.
But
we went about 20-something years where they didn't beat us.
I'm sure I've seen loads of 2 walls back in the day, and I'm sure.
Behave yourself, you fucking dirty Spurs.
Everton are not in great form, are they? They're not in great form. Everton.
they kind of dropped off the cliff. They started off well, and then they just kind of dropped off.
Yeah.
One win at 7 is terrible.
Joey said they would as well, didn't he? I remember asking him. I said, do we need to start taking them seriously? And Joey said he reckons they'll drop off.
Yeah.
Look, well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, that was just a general feeling. I don't think anybody could have predicted the way the season's gone so far. So, just went with it. But Everton, it's ever since the game we drew 2-2 with them. I think they've only picked up 1 win since then in the Premier League.
So Everton beat you 3-1 last season. 7th of December 2019, is that last season? They beat you 3-1.
Yeah.
They also beat you 2-0 on the 17th of March 2019.
Why is Dean research? Did you not believe Woody then when he just gave you a fact then? Would you just...
That's it. He's straight on to Google, like.
That's my thing.
Before that, I was thinking, fucking hell.
Right, are we happy to move on to Liverpool?
Move on, please.
Go, Joey.
Hello, Joey, man.
Yeah, good win for Liverpool, wasn't it?
There's no
Yeah, no.
context on this. Wait, for anyone that watches this back, there's messages popping up on the screen, and everyone's just cutting each other off.
Bit immature.
So if it looks like we're laughing for no reason, that's what it is.
No, we're
no,
just.
yeah. Or anybody who watches this back must be thinking, what, are these lot all fucking stoned or something? Just fucking-
Not yet. Oh, not
I
yet.
mean, yes, but yeah. I mean- yeah, no, good win for us today, man. I was a bit worried about this one, to be honest. After watching, I know Arsenal aren't in good form, but with our weakened defence, I actually thought Wolves would have really caused us a lot of problems today. But to be fair to us, I don't think they did. They got one or two decent efforts, but I'm really surprised with Kelleher, man. He had a good game during midweek, but he was really good again tonight. I just didn't expect it. He looks a solid keeper.
Nice, isn't it, when you get a player come in like that, like a young one, and suddenly you think, actually, you know, because they said that
Yeah.
he played awesome again today.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It winds me up. I mean, what's Klopp been thinking putting Adrian in goal? He's cost us a couple of points this season. He even cost us last season. And Kelleher actually looks decent.
Adrian must be fit. Adrian must be finished with you now. There's no coming back for him now.
Do you know, it makes. I saw a thing the other day. I was watching one of something online about it, anyways. But Adrian has actually never been signed for money in his whole career.
Has he not?
No, never. It's just been free contracts.
Wow.
He's never been bought by anyone. So, I mean,
Potato. You fucking have it.
Oh, how old is he?
I don't know, 33, 34, something like that. Probably a bit older. He's not good enough, anyways. And no, I'm really happy because what oddly enough is that Kelleher fella actually he was born where me and Paul live. So kind of, yeah.
So what I find funny is because he's Kevin Kelleher, you know, and then everyone's kind of trying to pronounce his name differently.
Pronounce his first name, yeah.
It's like, just call him Kevin, all right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Just go with Kevin. What is it? Queeving. Queeving. See, I can't even do it. But
What is it? What's his name?
Queeving Kelleher, is it?
Yeah.
What? He's an Irish lad, is he?
Yeah, he's Irish. He's from where me and Paul
What the
live.
fuck's a queeving? You're only over the road from us. There's no queevings over here. Where'd you get this?
I know. Yeah.
What is it?
Honestly, I swear to God, I was
fucking. Imagine having a little baby at the hospital and go, we're going to call him queeving. What the fuck do you do?
Yeah, that's a good one. Who thought of that? To be fair, my son's called Finley, and that's just like fucking strange to everyone.
Yeah, that's an Irish name. That's a name, isn't it? Queeving.
Finley's nice name.
Yeah, everyone loved it. To be fair, when I thought
Queeving sounds like a fanny fart, doesn't it?
It's not Dean, though, is it? Let's be honest.
What about that first goal, though, Joey? That goal, what a gift! I mean, he couldn't have chested it in a better position in running behind him. Like that was just. Why did he chest it?
I don't know. And the thing is, Mohamed is almost a Salah. So Mohamed Salah is almost exactly just left-footed. I mean, he barely uses his right foot. Anybody knows that he always cuts in on his left, and he puts it when he chests the ball down onto Mohamed's left foot as well.
Crazy. Why not?
Any other side?
Why not go in front, header it, chest it the way you're facing? Why turn? I don't even know why turn. Is it because he's a Liverpool fan, or he's born around the corner or something? He's like, "Fuck it, I'll give him a go."
Well, if he was, he got enough boost today for his cheating little dive. I'll tell you that. But yeah, big mistake for that. We got lucky with that goal. Look, like we said earlier, you don't take chances; they don't count. Chance came to us, Salah pull it away. So then around, I think was the
touch and finish as well, wasn't it, Joe? To be fair,
he's that sort of player. I think he plays better when he plays with instinct. If it gets into his head too much, he often fluffs his shot or whatever. But anyways, about 42. About 42 minutes in, anyways. Yeah, Cody then went down for a penalty in the box after a corner, complete dive. Ref had to go over to the screen to check to make sure. I mean, even for VAR to say, look, go over there and have a look at that, for me was just ridiculous because it was quite clear he didn't touch him. Nonetheless, no penalty. Game goes on, half time. And then second half, once the second goal went in, Gini won out and lovely strike. I didn't really concentrate on it as much as I should have been because I was watching you and talking to you guys on this, but it looked like we were just in control for the major part of second half and went 3-0 up. Was it Fabinho who scored, Kev?
Yeah, Fabinho.
Yeah, and I think the last goal was an own goal then from a wicked Trent.
Semedo, weren't it? Semedo, whatever you call him. So yeah,
really, really decent game for Liverpool. Look, Wolves are a dangerous side. They could beat anyone in the Premier League.
Fulham
There's no
are
doubt about it.
With Wolves at the minute, like, I mean, obviously on any day they can bloody hell, you know, they can just work. Do you not think they're going through a little bit of a change at the minute where he's trying to slightly change the way they're playing a bit? Like, you know, where obviously he's let Jota go. It seems like he's sort of trying to change it a little bit, and hence that's why they're not getting their run together. Because obviously, sometimes you see them and you think, you know. So.
I think you're right. Yeah, because I think they played a different system today as well,
Yeah,
and that probably has something to do with is it Martinez? Is that his name, Martinez?
I'm trying to think.
What's the striker they have up front that got the head injury?
Jimenez.
Jimenez. Sorry,
Jimenez,
Jimenez.
Jimenez, yeah.
I think
fucking forgot to change him. I haven't touched it, man. I left him in.
Yeah.
I think they probably have to change it a little bit because of him. I hate playing against him, man. He's such a fantastic finisher in the air, on the floor, and he's a bloody good passer of the ball as well, and he's good at carrying it. So,
and to think he didn't really do it in Italy, it's really weird, isn't it? Come to Premiership, and it's
crazy. Was it Italy who was playing him before? Was that? Oh, it was
AC Milan. He played. Is it AC Milan? I think. Or one of them he played for, and he just. I mean, he weren't shit, but I just think he just didn't really suit there. And you think, how the hell is he doing it over here and not in Italy? So
I know, yeah. No, fair play to him. He's some striker, isn't he? And Dean, what the fuck you want about?
My eyes are watering, I swear.
Fucking hell.
I've got this picture up. I've got Dean on my screen the whole time. So whatever image you click on, or any one of you lot, it stays on. I've just watched him for the past 5 minutes. Going, I just couldn't stop laughing at him. He was just in his element having a little pick.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Liverpool won 4-0, right?
Okay.
We've got 2 weeks, Joe. So we've got Wolves next and we've got Liverpool.
Jeez, you've had a bit of a hard run now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where are you? Is it Anfield or what?
We've got Palace next and we've got Liverpool.
Yeah, that's it. Season over, mate.
How do you feel about playing Tottenham, Joey? I mean, do you go into that with any? I mean, are you going to be showing them respect, or do you think you're just going to go out against them?
No, Klopp won't change his system at all. Klopp will go for it.
I think that'll be a good game. I think tactically that'll be a good game.
Yeah, it will. Because Liverpool push on.
Yeah.
We're just going to defend the game. How's it? We're just going to defend like we did against Chelsea.
Yeah, I think
I don't think you can do that against
Liverpool. A little piece to unlock your defence, mate. I think they have. They've got that tricky individual players that like Lampard said. Tottenham are a one-on-one. They go one man for man. If you can beat that first man, someone else can come out and press that. There's more space then. That's how you got to do it.
Dean, where is it?
I don't know,
Daisy's house.
I think if it's at Anfield, there's a good possibility we win. I think it's 67, 68 games now we haven't lost at Anfield. Oh, for the love of...
Anfield, yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn this fucking setting off, man. So we can't. Is there a way I can, for next week, just so we can have a normal conversation?
Wait,
I don't know. It's pretty normal shit, isn't it?
This is normal shit. We've got to have a laugh at this shit. Have you downloaded that picture, Kenny?
No, I haven't, man.
Have a little look at that, mate. It's a blinder.
What one am I looking at? The first one?
Yeah.
Don't do it, Ken.
Oh shit! Just realised, Kenny, you the only team. Yeah, you are the only team to lose this weekend, didn't you? Or not to win, in fact.
Bloody hell, Kenny.
We're in serious fucking trouble, man. We're miles behind, aren't we?
I'll take it you're not watching Match of the Day tonight, Ken.
No, I'm not fucking. I didn't watch a Liverpool game either.
Oh, cheers, mate.
No, I didn't either.
I just jacked it all in after that.
Did anyone open up the other picture?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not letting me open up either of them. Is that for the best?
I haven't got anything. Where's what
The
picture?
other one.
One's just a JPEG and it just says knit. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Paul's had enough.
No, I'm on my phone, so I can't really check anything.
Oh, you're doing the old peeping Tom thing, are you?
What do you think of having fans back? I think it completely changed the way people played. I think.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it's good to see it. To be fair.
Granted, we'll have a Manchester derby with no fans next week.
Yeah.
I don't see how. Liverpool can have fans in their stadium, but we can't.
Well, they're doing testing in Liverpool. They're doing testing, aren't they? They're testing a lot more than anywhere else.
Fucking even flat out.
So, yeah.
Because
Can you in Tottenham sing? Ooh,
I had them flat out, mate.
mate.
like,
Oh.
it's all London and kind of like southern clubs that can have fans at the moment, and Liverpool.
Yeah. Why is that? Is that just the certain areas that obviously it's not going to peak in or whatever? 'Cause I found that really. Hang on. Right, I've got to go, boys. Hang on, I've got to go.
Oh, see you
Yeah,
later.
fuck it, we call it a night anyway, will we?
Yeah.
Yeah, call it a night there, shall
Right,
we?
laters.
All right, see you later, lads.
Peace.
later.
See you
Nice
soon.
one, lads. Bye, bye, bye.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.